All right, everybody. Good night. Good night. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. It's me, Mr. Charles. So, just came out Among Us right there, and I figure out who the sus was. But you, I don't know. Right, tonight we do the spreadsheets, advanced spreadsheet stuff. I did the basic things last week. If you're not too sure about the basic stuff that we did, I will link the I'll link the stuff in the playlist below in the description. As usual, I encourage you to like the video. It is appreciated. And let the likes match the views. I hope you'll start to share with your friends, like I really hope. And tell them about the goodness of this channel. Excellent. Right, good. So we're going through the sorting now. All right. So there are two ways you can sort data. All right, yeah. All right, so before we start, remember, my name is Mr. Charles, makeITsimpleTT, not sponsored by Lenovo. My mods may lie to you and tell you that I'm sponsored by Lenovo, but no, I'm not. I'm just a normal guy trying to make it in this world. Normally I'll show you my website right now, but I legit have to update my website. But if you go to makeITsimpleTT.com/register, you will see the registration for my classes. So this is what my website looks like. And I have videos of stuff and my YouTube channel. If you're on this channel and you're doing Csec IT, or you're doing Cape IT, or you're doing Cape Computer Science, you'll find lots of stuff here. And I'm going to be helping you on your journey, yeah, basically. And you're going to enjoy your time with me, with us. Why do I have my headphones on? I don't even have headphones on anymore. Because I don't need to listen to anything. I am talking. Yeah, so when you go to register, you'll be able to fill out a form to register for any of the classes, IT, ComSci, or adult tech literacy, if you have parents or aunts or uncles or whatnot. So start to share the link with your friends. One of the mods will put it in the chat. The mods I was just playing Among Us with. So Jared is here, Ren is here, Jarvis is here. I didn't see Gio, but Gio probably reading from the last kill. He's still thing. And I have been told that I slouch. So this is me. That's not what I'm showing you. Them students was like, slouch. Okay, this is me right now. The problem with when I said, I guess my chest just feel like it pushing out. I don't know. So anytime Spanish, yeah, I see Spanish right there. Anytime all they see me like this, that means I'm slouching. So don't let me slouch. Let me stay up, because I don't want to become an old man with a pussy back now. Yeah, keep it back straight. Okay. Right. Yes. So I literally have to keep this Superman pose all the time. Like, this is not cool. Yeah. All right, there you go. All right, so we're going through spreadsheets. First thing I have to show you is the syllabus. See if I can pull up the syllabus for you. IT syllabus. Csec information technology. No, that's past people's. All right, give me 1 second. I'll open up the syllabus, but I don't want all you to see like all the stuff that goes on in the background here, because there's a lot of stuff that happens when you're streaming. Syllabus, IT syllabus. Right, cool. Alright, so I found the syllabus now. Nope, I'm leaning in, but I'm still keeping straight. Still keeping up. Alright. So let's go. So last week we would have done some of the stuff for the SBA. So where the SBA breakdown. Can't remember what page it's on. Probably somewhere down to the end, maybe. I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, good. Okay, right. So in the past 5 videos, I think I did web design and Word, and now we're on to Spreadsheet. So last week we kill off all these marks there, which is 3 different functions. We did 3 different formulas. We replicated formulas into other cells using absolute cell referencing and all that stuff. We did spreadsheet formatting, changing things to decimal, currency, comma, justified, and stuff like that. And then we went to sorting data in the spreadsheet. Right, sorting is where we're at right now. Right, so we're going to sort in ascending order or descending order. Right, so sorting data in a spreadsheet is like really easy. So let me see if I can find some data. Right, so let's say I have these names here, storm names, and I have a category. So each storm has a name, but you realize it's not sorted in ascending order because I have Anna, Clark, John, Andre, Andy, Jim, Peter, Z. Z really supposed to be at the bottom. So what we want to do to get the sort done, we have to highlight the table that we want to sort. So you're basically highlighting all the data that you want to sort. And you're going to click on sort and filter. And you want to choose custom sort. So you see custom sort on the top right hand side here, right? This custom sort is going to give you the ability to sort the information. And by default, it's going to give you the ability to sort by 1 column. So I have 2 columns here, storm category and storm name. Now remember, when I selected the information, I selected from storm category all the way down. So I have storm category and storm name inside my selection. If I do that, now when I click custom sort, I will now see that I have the ability to sort by storm category or by storm name, right? Storm category or storm name. I'm going to choose storm name. When I choose storm name, you see it will go from A to Z or Z to A. So if it goes in alphabetical order from A to Z, that is ascending. So A is the smallest, Z is the biggest. So that's ascending order. If you're going for no, that's descending. A is the highest and Z is the smallest. So that's descending order. Ascending order will be, I setting myself up. All right, A to Z is ascending order. Yeah, sort ascending. Yeah, descending is Z to A. Yeah, cool. I knew that because I'm a teacher. Believe me. Trust me. I'm a pro. Yes, guys, don't forget to like the video. Thanks, it's appreciated. Right, so when I click from A to Z, you will see that all the storm names would have changed. So now Andres, Andy, Anna, C, H, J, J, P, and Z, right? So that's sorting in alphabetical order from A to Z, ascending order. So I'm going to change it back. So I undid it. Now, if they ask you to do a 2-level sort, so they'll tell you sort by storm name, then by storm category. What will happen is that you could highlight storm name and storm category. You go into the top right hand side here where you have custom sort. You click on custom sort, and then you will see that you have sort by storm name first, which is what we want to do. Then I want to do this thing called add level because I want to sort by two categories. And to sort by 2 categories, I am literally going to click add level. When I add level, you will see it will say sort by. You put all the information in, then it will say then by. So I want to sort by storm name first, then by storm category. I was slouching on only and tell me anything by way. Right, yep. So then by storm category. And I'm going to click OK. Now you will see something. You put the names here. So you see they have the A's, right? But then it's sorted by storm category. So it's sorted by names first. So A-N-A-N. And then by storm category. So it pulled. Actually, I should do the opposite way. That'll make sense, yeah. Alright, so we want to start by storm category first. That one makes more sense. So highlight the stuff. sort by custom sort, and then sort by storm category first, and then sort by name. That way, what will happen is all the ones will join each other, and then all the ones will be sorted in alphabetical order. All the names will be sorted in alphabetical order. So the first thing was category. So we have them by 1. So all the ones will group together. And then after all the ones group together, the names now will be in alphabetical order. A, C, and J only for the ones. And then when you do it for the 2s now, you will see that the 2s will be grouped together, but then you'll have A, J, P, Z. So the alphabetical order here is based on the 2s that are grouped together there. And that is how you do a sort. So you could sort by 1 category, you could sort by 2 categories, you could sort by 3, but for God's sake, don't use the basic sort now. Don't use the sort where just click there's a real easy sort that's just try to sort it automatically. Yeah, sort A to Z or sort Z to A, because that will just take one field and sort it. But we don't want to sort it by 1 field. In Excel and advanced Excel, you have to do custom sorts to do the two fields I want. Alright. Any questions about that? Yep. Alright, cool. So that will fit the requirements of sorting the data, right? So that's 1 mark there. So sometimes the questions, nope, I am literally leaning forward right now. That's because I'm leaning forward, but my chest is still up. Watch. I'm going to just switch the camera so you can see what was happening. This is how I am right now. I am like this. Watch, I'm going to go back the same way. Same way. You realize I'm not slouching because my shoulders would be like this. But my shoulders are not. Once you see the little crinkle here, that means I'm slouching. But there is crinkle gone. Yeah, right, good. As I was saying, someone asked if you could go over. All right, who's this someone who asked if I could go over? Oh, you want me to go over because you just reached the stream? Oh, no. If you reach late, you'll just watch it back after, right? If you were in the stream and I explained it and you didn't understand, then I'll do it over. But oh God, not if you reach late. Don't do me that now, man. Nice. So there we go. Next thing that the syllabus requires is simple filter in place. Or right, so a filter in place. So we have to learn how to do our extraction of data. So extracting data is usually something that people struggle with. So let's try to do our extraction of data. I'll zoom out a little bit for this, right? So if you're not seeing all the names clearly, that's okay. Nah, though, oh gosh, I tell you, I'm not slouching. Alright? I am not. I am perfectly normal right now. Just as I had to lean forward when I'm at my computer. You expect me to sit down like this and type and be like, hey, this is me typing right now. That'll be a little awkward. Now everybody checking my posture. My life don't have to be this difficult, you know. A man can't just come and do a live for free and show up and show children work so that they'll get one in IT anymore. No. Alright, I'm pulling up the chair. No. Now, you see the problem with me pulling up the chair is that, you know, when people watch this live after, they'll be like, why does man don't just do the work? But anyhow, if I pull up the chair, what will happen is my knee will hit underneath the table because I'm kind of tall now. So because I kind of tall, the chair can't go straight up to the table because I'll be kicking it. So I really can't. Moving on. All right, so let's say I want to what's the word? I want to filter this information. So I only want to get storm categories that are 1, right? Now there is a simple filter that I could put where you highlight the data and you just go by sort and filter and you click filter. And then you could choose the number that you want, which is 1. And then it will filter out the 1. But that's not really a cool filter. It's a little weird because you just get this blue thing on the left hand side here. And it will show you cells 1, 2, 3, 4, but really and truly, it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll see 11 because the other 10 numbers, they got filtered out. So I don't like to use that filter because it's look ugly. So I'm going to clear the filter and remove it. Take off the filter. Right. That's a basic filter. But what they really want you to do, they want you to do a filter that has 2 marks. So you have to be able to do the filter and you have to show evidence of what you filtered. So that means you have to do an advanced filter. Now this here is stuff that plenty of people don't really get to know. They don't get exposed to it because, well, honestly, it have a little technicality to it. So let's start. To do an advanced filter, you have to go by sort and filter. Not sort and filter, sorry. You have to go by data. And then you will see sort and filter here, right? And you will see sort and filter, and then you have normal sort, and then you have the filter icon, which is the funnel, and then you have advanced. Advanced is where you want to go, right? So you basically have to have the table, click on like one cell below the table, like just skip one cell. So if it's going up to 10, I will go up to 12 here, right? And then I will click advanced, and now it'll ask me for the range, right? So I'm going to click on the little box next to the list range, and then I'll choose the box of information that I want to filter, and then I press enter. Right, so I'll do that again just in case you all didn't get it. Normally you'd be in the home tab on the left hand side, but what you want to do when you have to do the advanced filter, you have to go to data, section called data, and then you have to highlight the stuff that you want. Well, you can highlight it before or highlight it after, it doesn't matter. Then you want to click advanced, which is in the sort and filter section of the data tab. Data is the tab, and the sort and filter section is here. So I click advanced, and then I click the little button by the first thing, which is list range, the range I want to filter, and I have to highlight the whole table, including the headings for what I want to filter. So I have to highlight that, and once I highlight it, then I am now able to have the list range in place. Right, criteria range now. Criteria range is what you want to actually filter by, right? So I want to find the criteria that I'm looking for. So I'm going to say, all right, the criteria that I'm looking for will be in this cell here, but there's nothing inside it right now, right? So I have to do something in advance. All right, cool. My bad. All right. So what am I doing? Right. So to set up the advanced filter, right, I was just showing you all where to find it. Now I'm going to show you what you have to do to set it up. You have to copy the headings that you got from the original table and put it somewhere at the bottom. And then I want to say, and put the 1. So this means, let's say I had a table that had 15 different headings. I'm copying all the headings across here, or only copying the headings that I want, right? So I have storm category and storm name. Those are the 2 things that I want to filter because obviously this data only has 2 things. I'll get a bigger table just to show you all, but I want to show you the basics. Storm category, storm name, and when I put the number 1 here, I'm saying I only want you to pull out any storm that has the number 1 in it. So let's go back to the advanced filter now. The range is the range, so the ranges of text information I want to pull out from is here. So when I pull out that information, it's going to be from there. And then I'm going to click on criteria range. Criteria range will tell me I want to look for this storm category, storm name, and I want to look for the number 1, right? That's the criteria range, which means the computer is literally going to look at this big table on top here and then check this small table here that I created and look for everything as 1. And then you see copy to, right? Copy to another location. Copy to another location will allow me to place this information that I filter somewhere. So I'm going to go to cell 15. So copy to will now be not grayed out. So copy to was grayed out before, but now I want to choose copy to another location. When I click copy to another location, it's not grayed out anymore. And then I click here, which is the little box on the right hand side, and say I want to copy it to A15. And then click back the box. So now my thing is set up. I have said list range. The range that I want to filter is A1 to B10. Then the criteria I want to filter out will be storm category 1, but I also want to show the storm name too. And then I have to click copy to another location because I want the result to be pasted somewhere else, to come up somewhere else. And then I click OK. And boom, only storms with 1 in it will come up. So I have literally told the computer only pull out the storms with the number 1 in it. Okay, good. So that is that. Now I'm going to do it with a larger set of data. So I'm going to give you a second chance to see how this thing works because I want you to see how it works, right? Javish, no, I'm not, right? So yeah, so I'm going to delete all this drama here. So let's see if I could find a larger set of data. Yeah, this one looked like a good one. Okay, so let's say I have this set of data here. I have a car, I have the type of the car, I have the cost of the car, I have the amount for the car, rental fee, status. Somebody tell me something that will make sense to filter out here. Like, let's say you need a report and you need to filter out something from this. What will be smart data to filter out? Anybody? This is where you get to be interactive and smart because you're smart, aren't you? Trying to tell me I'm slouching. Look, I'll put my picture a little higher up now so you could see that I am not slouching. Because all you just see in the top half of my body and think I'm slouching. Tell me a good field to filter information out, to use to filter information out. Can I filter out a particular type of car, filter out a type of car, filter out a cost, filter out an amount, filter out a rental fee, filter out a status? Let's see. Come on, use your brain. And click like. You know that little thing that looks like this? Thumbs up. Click that too. Those of you all in your live that didn't click like yet, because it's kind of weird when you comment out a teacher who doing a free class live and you can't even like it. It's rough. That's rough. Gosh, boy, it's taking real long. Filter out the affordable cars. Thank you very much. All right, Demario. Right, so we have to filter out the affordable cars. So I'm going to copy the headings. So I have to copy all the headings, and I'm going to copy them underneath here, right? So I'm taking the exact same thing that I had on top, and I'm putting that there because this is what I want to filter out. So in status now, just for clarity purposes, I'm going to put it in color. You don't have to put it in color, right? So I'm going to show you that I'm going to highlight this one yellow, and the thing that I want to filter out, I'm going to highlight in red. So that's to let you know, all right, the thing that's in red, that's what we want to filter out. So I want to filter out the word affordable. A-F-F-O-R-D-A-B-L-E, right? Affordable. So I want to filter out what is affordable. In order to do that, I have to go by data, advanced, and the advanced filter stuff will come up. First thing I have to do is click list range, and the range that I want to select will be A1 to F7. So that's the whole table there. So you have to select the whole table first. After I select the whole table, I click now criteria range. The criteria range is the stuff that I put in yellow and red here, right? So I go and click here and choose the criteria range. Now I have to select the whole range, starting from the first heading all the way across to the actual thing that you're filtering. So you're selecting that. And then I want to make sure I check copy to another location, and then the location I'm going to choose will be some cell underneath. Usually it's like A something, so A13. And then I click back the little box on the right hand side here, and now I have my criteria inside. I have the list range, I have the criteria range, and I have copy too. When I click OK, it should pull out only the affordable cars. And, drumroll please. Alright, click OK. And now only the affordable cars will be seen at the bottom there. You notice there's only the word affordable there, because it literally pulled out all the affordable cars from on top there. That is an advanced filter. And that is the kind of filter that you need to have in place for you to get these 2 marks here. Extracting data. Somewhere in your SBA is going to have extracting data as a part of your thingy. Right. So there's another way that you can extract data to get the marks. So you could do a simple filter in place. Ren? No, I am not. Right? If I was slouching, you'd have seen it like this. Do you see what a slouch looks like? This is really comfortable right now. I feel so good. But no, I have to maintain proper posture. So if I'm not slouching, I will look like this. Okay? So let's look again. Look again. Slouch looks like this. Usually you would see my head down and my neck kind of like closer to my whatever it's called, the nape of your neck. It's kind of like that. But if I'm not slouching, it will look like this. And you'll definitely see my neck clearly. Good. Right. So as I was saying, you can do a count if and pull out information, and that will be counted as extracting data also. So some SBAs won't ask you to do the advanced filter. Some of them will ask you to just do a count if, right? So you could do a count if, and the count if will look like just now. Supposed to clear all that. Clear. Right, so I clear out all. All right, good. Right, so let's say I want to do a count if. So I want to count if the status is affordable, right? So I'll put total affordable, and then I'm going to put inside here. Watch the formula I'm gonna put equal count if. So I'll count something if. So I want to count if this range here has the word affordable in it. I have to put it in single quotes because it's a word. I think I have to put it in double quotes, my bad. Sorry. Yes, I'll put double quotes like that. And good. So that counts as extracting data also. Because I checked to see how many count ifs we had there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them were affordable. Right, cool. So that's extracting data. Any questions about that before I move on to pivot tables and charts? Questions? Well. All right, cool. So let's go to pivot tables now. Pivot tables. No, sorry. Pivot tables? Yeah, pivot tables, right. So pivot tables is what you do when you have a large amount of data. So let me see if I can find a large amount of data that I have. Large data. These are all examples I normally use in my class. All right, so let's say we want to, no. Oh no, before we do that pivot table, let me show you how to link data, right? Okay, cool. So let's say I have a sheet that has items, books, pencils, rulers, and pens, and then I have January, February, March, April. Right, for those of you all that don't know, the first quarter of the year is January, February, March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, right? So every 3 months is a quarter. So let's say I want to create a report for the first quarter of the year of all the books that were sold. Now I could do that here by adding up all, but this sheet is broken down by month, which is cool. But I don't want to see all the months. I just want to see one quarter at a time, because that's probably what your boss wants to see or something like that. So I could go by first quarter and pull the actual value that I have over here. So let me show you how that works. So to get this to work here, to find the total, I just have to put sum is equal to B2 colon D2. That will add up all of them from 3 to 8. No issues there. That's pretty simple. And then I get the sum, and then I fill handle it down, and it will auto calculate, because we know that already. If you don't know that, and watch your previous video, right? I went through that. But now, to get the information for the first quarter for the books, that means I have to get the number that is here. Here to there. Hold on. Stop the press. Niham, you say you talk to your teacher and he said it's only HTML or Word? Yo, that's madness. That's madness. That's real madness. The syllabus specifically says that you could use our website like wix.com, weebly.com or something like that. You show him the syllabus? Tell me you show him the syllabus. Because if your teacher... Who? Oh, is that who? Oh, alright. Well, you had to say miss. Hey, what's going on, right? Okay, don't say it like that, right? Say miss, excuse me. I'd like to have a moment with you. And just now, I need to show you how you need to say this. Good afternoon, miss. May I have a moment with you, please? Thank you very much. This here is a copy of the 2020 syllabus that we are using for the IT. Are you aware that there's a 2020 syllabus? And most likely, Miss will say yes. And then you scroll to the page, like you scroll on your phone. That's how you pull the phone up and you'll be like, Miss, on this page here, page whatever, it says that we can use, and then you pinch the zoom, and you zoom in and you're like, it says that we can use wix.com to create our website for our SPA, and we would still get the same amount of marks. Are you aware of such? And then Miss will have one or two choices to be like, yo, this man showing me up and making me look like I'm a bad teacher. And then get aggressive and be like, no, I'm the teacher here. You are dumb, right? Yeah, good. Spanish. I could never have an iPhone, boy. But I'm going to waste. That's the G right there. Ooh, this thing had a clean, boy. Yeah. This is a pixel. Yeah. Yeah, what was in? Yeah. Yeah. Then you'll be like, so miss, can you allow me to build my website with wix.com? And then Miss will have to either tell you, oh, thanks, I noticed that. All right, good. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that because that is a part of the syllabus now. I didn't know that was there before. Or Miss could tell you, I was watching that man on YouTube. You see that man on YouTube? Don't listen to him, you know, because he leading all you astray. And then I'll just go back to my work now. Right. So, as I was saying, I found the total of all the items, and now I want to link it to another sheet. So to link it to another sheet, you could press equal sign, very simply. Press equal sign, and then click on linking data. So you press equal sign, and then you put the name of the sheet that I have. The name of the sheet that I have is linking data, right? So LINKINGDATA. That's it. That's what I named the sheet. You will see it at the bottom here. Linking data, right? And when I put an exclamation mark, I could see what cell I want to get the information from. So the cell that the information is in E2. So I'll put linking data E2. 2. And press enter. And now the actual number that is across there, which is the 13, has pulled across on this side. So even if you change the calculation here, so that I change the number of books from February from 2 to 45, the number here changes to 56. And guess what will happen on the other side? The number here will change to 56 also, because I have linked the two sheets together. And I've linked it by putting the name of the sheet, an exclamation mark, and then the cell that I want to get from that sheet. So that's called linking data, right? So I am going to now take the 56 and I'm going to fill handle it now, and you'll see it will take the same linking data, but it will change to E3 here, then change to E4 there, then change to E5 there. Right? We good? Ren, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Right? So that is linking data. Right? And there's a trick that you can do to see the formulas on a sheet. So normally you see the numbers, but the trick that you can do to see the formulas on a sheet is press Control and tilde, which tilde is the little key next to the number 1, the key that you've never used before. Be like, wait, there's a tilde, or the thing is put over an N a circumflex. That's what it's called. What is called the thing that is put over the is that tilde? Okay, yeah, is that tilde? Tilde, right. So when you press Control and tilde, it will toggle between looking at the actual numbers and looking at the formula. So let me see if I can get a sheet that has a lot of formulas that you will see it. Alright, look at this. Yeah. Alright, so if I press Control and tilde, it will switch from numbers to the formula. Numbers, formula. Numbers, formula. Numbers, formula. Right? So, right, so that will give us the ability to link data now. Did I do the linking data? Some might have linking data or linking cells of different sheets. That's a whole mark there. So you have to be able to link the data somehow. Right. So now we can move on to pivot tables. Pivot tables is literally straightforward. Highlight the data, insert pivot chart or pivot table. So you click pivot chart, and then don't worry about all the drama that you see there, because it will have a lot of drama here. But basically, you just need to have the correct range, and when you click OK, it will create this kind of sheet here that way you'll be able to tick different things, and it will give you a total and compare only 2 things, or compare 3 things, or compare like weird stuff. And all you need to know is the data that you're trying to select, and then click create pivot table, and then it will do weird stuff like that. And basically, you could tick all the fields that you want to show in the table, and whichever fields you tick, the chart will just come up. So the greatest test of a pivot table is what do you want to do is basically show certain parts of it. So you can make a pivot table out of anything that has data. Well, that has a widest range of data. Let me delete this because that will add a sheet. It'll automatically add a new sheet. Alright, so let's see if I can get something longer or bigger. Oh, look, this one might make a good pivot table. Name, mark, and rank. So I highlight it, and then I click insert pivot chart, insert pivot chart, and boom, now I could choose the name of the people and rank. So in any pivot table now, you could literally choose what you want to show, to filter by a person's name, and be like, okay, I don't want to choose that. I only want to show the pivot table for Mary. I click OK, and it will only show you Mary stuff. Yeah. All right, so that was sort of the pivot table drama. And that's a whole, how much marks? Pivot table is 1 mark, because basically you just have to highlight data and click pivot chart, right? All right, next thing is to create charts. You have to choose 3 different types of charts. No, you have to have 2 different types of charts, I believe. So it have appropriate chart for bar, column chart, line, or graph, right? So you need to choose appropriate charts depending on the information that you're charting. So if you're comparing two sets of two variables or 2 things, you want to use a pie chart because there's only 2 things you're comparing. If you're comparing more than 2 things, you need to use a line or a bar or something, right? So let's do a basic chart. So we want to get the basic stuff down here to get these 2 bottom marks here. This top one here, ability to select required range of adjacent or non-adjacent using a chart. That's something separate, right? So let's go with a basic chart for now. So I have spreadsheet here. All right, let's say I want to create a chart of name and mark, right? No, I can't do that. Not this one. This one is not a good one too. Is this one a good one? Okay, yeah, right. So I have these books here. They have a title and then they have a number, right? I guess the number is the amount that they have in stock or something like that. So I could highlight title and number, go by insert, and then I will see charts. Here's a like a life hack. Recommended charts, and it will give you a recommended chart, and you'll be like, ooh, this looks cool. Oh, this one could work also. So the recommended chart will basically look at your data and then figure out which one is the best chart to use. But usually you must have a pie chart, so when you click OK, it will give you a pie chart, and the pie chart will appear inside the page. Zoom out a little bit. Right. Now, one of the things that you have to do with a pie chart, although I'm not seeing it in the SP, it doesn't say that the chart must be on a different page. Before, it used to be that the chart has to be on a different page, but the chart doesn't have to be on a different page this time. So if you have a chart within a page, cool. Happy for you. Very glad. So pie chart is easy. You highlight the stuff, you click pie chart, and it will do a pie chart. Now, if you have 2 different sets of numbers that you want to use, when you select the chart, you will see some different colors come up here, right? This one is purple and this one is kind of bluish. If I wanted to do it for price, I could take this red box here, right then and there, drag it across, and then drag that across there, and look, it's going to compare the title and the price. But you have to select the chart first. This is advanced stuff here, right? You don't have to do this until I show you. So normally a chart will be like that. And if I wanted to do a different type of chart, I could highlight the same name and number, and then I'm going to click insert bar chart. So you could have 2 columns, 2D columns. You could make the chart look colorful, or whatever you really feel like doing, you could do that, right? So you could select that. If you have 3 sets of data to select, which I told you all just now, you should use a bar chart for 3 sets of data. So I have title, number, and price. I'm going to select all of them, and then I'm going to click insert bar chart, and now you'll get the side-by-side kind of bar chart where you have number is one axis and price is the next one, right? So great, inserting our chart, cake. You really don't need to be too smart to do that, right? Now what we need to do is we need to make sure that the chart is labeled properly, because this is a new part where they asking for marks, or you have to give marks if your chart is not labeled properly. So to label it properly, when you click on the chart, you're going to have to click on, I am leaning forward because I am concentrating. Format, design. All right, okay, cool. So on the top left hand side here, you will see add chart element, and we want to change the chart title, and there is none, above chart, and centered overlay. But putting it as centered overlay doesn't make any sense. So make sure you put above chart. And then you want to click add chart element, which will be axis titles. And you want to put a title for the horizontal. And then you want to put a title for the vertical, because those are marks. That's clearly, look, it clearly says here, appropriate labeling of chart title, chart axis, and or data labels, right? So we're just going to click on them in the chart and change this to books. The axis title will be book names. Book names. And then on the left hand side here, I don't know what number that is. That's numbers. Numbers for something. I know, some number. Numbers. Right, cool. And now we have labels. So you have labels on it. You have a label on the top for the title. You have a label for the name of the books at the bottom. And you have a label for numbers on the left hand side. So we get our mark there. So we have an appropriate graph. Remember, appropriate graphs if you're comparing two things. Pie chart if you're comparing more than two things. Line or column or bar, right? And then appropriate labeling of the chart. We just did that, right? Now the ability to select required range adjacent or non-adjacent means that most of the times when you're selecting a chart, you normally select like this and you'll get a whole block. But sometimes they will ask you that to do a chart for two things, title and then grand total, and they want a chart for that alone. Here's the trick to do that. You have to hold on control. So start by the first column, hold on control and then select. Keep your finger on the control button, and then highlight grand total after. And now both of them will be highlighted. Normally, if you highlight one thing, you let go the mouse and then you try to highlight another thing, it will only it could only highlight one block at a time. But to highlight multiple blocks, hold on control, start by the cell that you want, and then drag down, and then go to the next column, and then drag down. And that will select the two of them. So now when you click Insert, Chart, Bar Chart, it will automatically compare grand total to the thing. That's not I do it wrong. Start here, hold on control, click, and then hold on control, click there, and let go, and insert. La 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 la. Why again? Series 4. Oh, I have a next cell selected there. Okay, cool. Let's do that again. Highlight. Behave yourself. Chart. That's kind of weird. Why are you doing that? Okay. Title and copy. Bar chart. Why are you saying series 1 and 2 and 3? This has only happened to some children, and I don't understand why. Okay. Or maybe I do have to select the headings. When I select the headings, it will give problems. Alright, cool, yeah. Alright. Now when you're doing this, you have to make sure that you don't select the headings. All you want is the data, because you need to give the titles after the fact. So let's say I want to select all the names of the books. If I select title, it's going to think title is one of the thingies, one of the things I want to put in the chart. But I don't want to put that. All I want are these words here, the names of the pastries. Then I want to hold on control and select the stuff in grand total. Then when I click insert bar chart, now I will get the words and then the totals on the side. And then of course I'll just go back and add my axes horizontal and add axes vertical. So now I could name both of them. Axis title I could name here, and I could do the chart title there. Nice. So that is how you put in the chart, and that's how you get this mark here. See this mark here? Lots of students has missed out on this mark, which is selecting the required range, meaning you have to select two different things that are not next to each other. If you select things that are not next to each other, then you'll get the 1 mark. If you only select things that are next to each other, you'll get these 2 here. And you could lose a mark for any Excel because of that. And yeah, that's it for spreadsheet, you know. So whatever spreadsheet question you get, you will have to put those things in place. So this is the basic stuff we did yesterday, which is the formulas, and then the advanced stuff will be this here. But the real trick or the real problem with spreadsheet is interpreting the question, because anybody who's done an SBA before knows that the SBA usually has a lot of words, and sometimes the words are hard to interpret because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So I'll wait for your questions while I clean my phone, because taking off my case just now made me realize that it's pretty dirty. Ooh. Wow. I need some like some alcohol wipes or something. I know how your cases, you know, end up with so much muck. My pixel. Oh, I love me, my pixel. All right, so we good there? Y'all have no questions? Everybody good? All right, so apparently it seems like y'all are keeping the goal to yourself. Anybody told other friends in their class about the live? Or they not being nice? Y'all have found goal and decided that you're going to not share it. Either that, or the children just kind of like, we don't have time for that right now, huh? And then next year, when they're struggling with the SBA, you will look at them and be like, I told you so. I tell you so. You should have been here. And then they'll probably hate you. And then they'll come to my crash course. Yeah, they'll probably come to the crash course. King, no. Me going through that with you. You feel you're gonna catch me in your drama? No, sir. No, sir, at all. I will not. I'm going through that. Alright, so that's it for tonight, guys. So next week we start in databases. Databases usually gives a lot of trouble. So next week when we hit the databases, we'll see how that goes, because most students suck at databases. Databases and programming is where people lose most of their marks. So we will see how that works out. Niyam King, goodbye. Take your phone and carry the PDF and show it to your teacher as respectfully as possible, because you may just enlighten her to something that she would be better for. So, I'm just there, you know. I'll leave the live not slouching like this just now. I'm sure. Yes, this is me leaving the live now. Goodbye. See y'all next week. Among Us from 7 next week, Sunday, and then 8 o'clock we're starting databases. To all you slouch police, thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a good week. Later.